Ignatz Victor reporting, Your Excellency.
Yes, come in.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I think you're supposed to say, forgive my intrusion.
Right, yes. Forgive me, Your Excellency.
Listen, Ignatz, I may have a title now, but you and I are still friends as we have always been. All this formality is starting to make my skin crawl. Please, just treat me the same as ever you have.
Oh, right. Of course. Anyway, what do you need?
You've no doubt heard about the bandits who appeared in Gloucester, yes? The ones who were supposedly former mercenaries.
They've been around for a while, right?
Yes. My men have been searching for their base for some time now, and I believe they have finally located it. I took the opportunity to look into the provenance of these bandits anew, and it seems they were indeed a mercenary band. One in the employ of my father.
I see.
For some reason, they have abandoned the sellsword life and fallen into banditry.
But why would they do that?
I do not know. I attempted to discuss it with my father, but his only concern at present is finding me a proper spouse. When I ask, he evades me and changes the subject.
Yes. That's quite the conundrum.
Regardless, I cannot ignore these bandits, especially if my father had something to do with them. Thusly, I have decided to deal with them myself, and I was hoping you might join me.
Of course. I'm a Knight of House Gloucester, after all.
Good. Oh, and as it would be a rather tall order for the two of us to take on a gang of brigands alone, I have called in some additional support.
Hey, Lawrence. I came as soon as I could.
Just once, I wish one of my acquaintances could split the difference between absurd formality and dire nonchalance. I am a count now, you know.
Wait, so are we not friends because you're a count?
No, what I meant to say is...
Look, enough with the titles. I'm a busy man, so let's get moving already.
I will have you know, a noble is nothing without their... Oh, never mind. I asked you here because I need your help dealing with bandits in my territory.
That's it? Well, sure. I'm happy to help.
That was easy. I suppose it does indeed pay to have some true friends in one's corner.
Sure does. Besides, if just you and Ignatz try to do it, you're gonna get kicked into next moon.
Have you ever considered not saying the first thing that pops into your head? The two of us could easily handle this matter. I am simply being prudent. Also, these are not some run-of-the-mill ruffians, but rather highly trained former mercenaries.
Right, the old mercenary to bandit career path.
They have some connection to my father as well, so I would like to uncover what we can in the process.
Hey, I'm just the muscle. If you need information, you'll have to get it yourself.
So long as you fight well, that should suffice. Now then, we should be off. With my subjects in peril, there is not a moment to waste. We will depart as soon as you are ready.
I'll take my payment in meat, please.
I shall tell the kitchen to prepare a ham. Hear me. Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right. There's nothing these
Well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base. I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
Say, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not taunt me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed, I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do. By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
I think this will go well.
You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
A fine hit!
I think this will go well.
Okay, time to attack. My mother and father died not too far from here. That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah, they were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Oh, there. Pretty good for a scrawny merc. Alright, that should be all.
We can't get up the front. Let's cut around back.
All right. Here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I think this will go well.
Now it is go for it! Now it is there is nothing.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
There is something strange about the enemy's current movements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind?
Pay attention, Lawrence. You keep staring off into space. Some bandit's gonna run up and conk you on the head. Out of the way!
Yes, of course. I must focus on the battle at hand.
They're trying to get out the back way. After them.
Yeah, no escape. Like a real knight now, is not? You used to be so scrawny.
I think everyone looks scrawny compared to you, Raphael. We stopped them.
You? The Count? Where's your father, you little brat?
Retire. I am the Count of Gloucester now.
You don't say. Well, in that case, I'll have to take my revenge on you instead.
He seeks vengeance against my father. Whatever was driving these people?
All right, there's nothing these muscles can't do.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing
I think this will go well.
troubled by this development. But as the ruler of this domain, I must do my duty and eliminate these bandits.
This is awful. We have to do something. Say, Raphael?
Keep quiet and fight, Ignatz. He's got some serious business.
Take this!
We have the advantage.
This is just the beginning.
Be glad, for Lawrence Hellman Gloucester sings your praises.
Take that!
Accept your defeat.
Aren't you traitorous nobles tired of beating us up yet?
Wait, you claim my father betrayed you?
Used us and threw us away like trash he did. And he tried to make us disappear so as to sweep it under the rug.
Here it comes!
Stop the way! You're dead! Just kill me and be done with it already. At least that way it'll finally be over.
I would speak with you yet. I need to understand what has transpired here.
We did it.
We won!
Meat party when we get home, and Lawrence is buying.
You all go on ahead. I must speak with the bandit we captured.
I won't let myself...
Just gonna let my muscles do their thing. There you are, Lawrence! That took so long, I thought maybe that bandit general got you.
We had much to discuss, which I will share with all of you now.
Did you uncover the reason for their grudge against your father?
Indeed. As we suspected, they were once mercenaries in his employ. At first, they were used in the ways one might think, keeping villages safe, guarding the border, and so on. But one day, they were given a very strange order by a supposed envoy of my father.
What was the order?
They were told to threaten any merchants heading toward Regan and force them to turn back.
Yeah, that's a weird one, all right.
The mercenaries felt the same and balked at the idea of raising their swords against unarmed merchants. Instead, they decided to chase a pack of wild monsters into the merchants' path and scare them that way.
Sounds like a good way to get everyone killed.
Indeed. You see the matter already. The plan worked, at first. Then one day they caught wind that merchants were approaching and loosed monsters on them per the established method. An ordinary group of merchants would have simply run away and lived. But one among this group drew his sword and began to fight. This was Lord Godfrey, who at the time held the title of Duke Regan. He fought valiantly, but ultimately in vain. Sadly, he perished along with the merchants he had hoped to protect.
Merchants that included Raphael's parents.
So the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents all died because of your dad, Lawrence?
So it would seem. I am terribly sorry, Raphael. Please, accept my apology in my father's stead.
Hey, knock it off. You didn't do anything wrong.
As it happens, my parents were meant to accompany Godfrey that day. But they had a scheduling conflict and recommended that Raphael's parents go instead, which means...
Not you too, Ignatz! Look, everybody. Kids aren't responsible for what their parents do.
Lawrence, do we know for sure that the order came from your father?
I was wondering the same thing. Your father was always protective of the nobility's reputation, and it seems strange he would do something so sneaky. And so anti-merchant besides.
Based on what the bandits said, I suspect it was someone from our house acting alone. By the time my father realized what was happening, the culprit had vanished, along with any hope of ever sussing out their true motives. Only the mercenaries remained, and my father had no choice but to punish them.
I bet they didn't care at all about what happened behind the scenes. Far as they were concerned, their employer betrayed them.
But I don't get how any of this has to do with you right now, Lawrence.
A feudal lord is responsible for all that happens within their realm. Therefore, anything left unresolved by my father falls by necessity to me. I would also like to pay appropriate reparations to both you and your family, as is fair and proper.
But I don't need anything from you. I can take care of my family plenty well on my own. Besides, I made my peace with what happened to my folks a long time ago. You can't change that now. All you can do is stir up a bunch of old, painful memories.
Yes, but still.
But nothing. I'm done talking about this. I'll still take my reward for beating up the bandits, though. Meat party, remember? You promised me the finest ham in all the land. And just thinking about it's got me drooling.
This does not sit right with me. What should I do?
Less talk, more ham. And you better have enough for me and Ignatz, too.
Oh, right.
Very well. In that case, I shall arrange for the finest spread of meat the world has ever seen. I stake House Gloucester's very reputation on it.
Now that's the right thing to do.
Still feels a little weird to leave it like this, but I guess this is for the best.